Hi everyone. So here we'll be doing this reverse string the problem, and also we'll do this problem recursively. All right. Now let's see what this problem says. Let's say you are given a string s, and here let's say it's my name Mayyank. So this is what this you have been given, and what you have to give me as an output. As output, you have to give me the reverse of it. And what is the reverse? Let me write it rs, reverse of a string. Okay, so Knaym. So this string you have to give me, and what is this? If you see, it is the reverse of this string. All right. So see, the basic and the intuitive solution to go for this reverse string and all this thing is going with iterative solution, not with recursive. But here we are trying to build a recursive a recursive base. All right, that we want to understand how recursion works. Now see, guys, if I let me draw write this string again here. So if you see this string, and what I'm saying, see guys, in recursion you have to just first of all, you don't have to induce anything recursively, that I have to solve this problem with recursion. No, see that in test case, are you finding any recursive pattern, then and then only approach that problem. Now see, if this is your s let's say you wrote a function, because in recursion you write a function. All right, let's say you write a function reverse. You write a function reverse, and you give this entire string as an argument s. So what is this function supposed to do? This reverse function, it is supposed to reverse this entire string. It is supposed to reverse this entire string. All right, but we know that we will not go iteratively one after another. So this function will again call itself. This is what recursion is, and it will call on some let's say some smaller test case. Now see what I'm saying. If you take one element out, so this is the remaining string. All right. So this string, if you call reverse on this, if you call this let's say you gave this reverse function this string, so because this reverse function you are writing in a way to really reverse your given string. So if this is your string, which means if this reverse function is called on this string, so what this reverse function will give you as an output, it will give you Knayaa, reverse of this string. See, you got reverse. Now what you have to do, just add whatever you were having at the end. You got this, right? You got the reverse of the entire string. So see guys, with this way of thinking, you are getting what your hypothesis and induction at the same point, at the same step, right? So let's see what because we got to know because see this problem. So from here, from test case, you will see that problem is of recursive nature. All right, because the bigger problem is solved, if the bigger problem is solved using, sorry, bigger test case is solved using this reverse function, then the smaller of it, the smaller test case from the bigger one, that will also be solved using reverse function itself. This is why we saw that, yeah, we don't need to do anything, because a single function, if we call it multiple times, it will do the job. All right. Now let's see how will we write this reverse function. Let me just erase this. I'll just write out here itself. So we know that right now we saw everything like induction and base step. We will I'll again let you know guys here. But so if I have to return a string from that reverse function, the return type would be string. All right, and argument will be also be a string. That is what we have to return. And see guys, there are many ways to write this function, but I'll try to keep it simpler. I won't reduce the size of a string at every step. No, let's keep the string size same as it is. What I will say, what I will start instead, see, starting from here, let's say this was your zeroth index, right? 0 1 2 3 4 5. This was your zeroth index. So if I write, let's say here 0 1 2 3 4, 0 1 2 3 4 and 5, this is your fifth index k value. All right, so you started from zeroth value while reversing. So you said that give me the reverse of this, and I'll put my zeroth value finally at a final. So in this way, if you see guys, you are starting from some value. Let me call that integer of I. All right, this is what we use in iterative process as well. Let me call that as integer of I. Now see, what is the valid length for this I? Obviously you'll go from 0 to 1 to 3 to 4 to 5. See, till 5 you are having something to reverse. All right, if you are given only one letter, you can also reverse it. You can give me the same letter as it is. But what is the final, what is the thing that from where you can't do anything? So let's say if you see the index number 6, so index, see here we'll be writing two base cases. All right, guys, we will be writing two base conditions. We'll see. So the one will be, let's say, and this is how we'll build intuitions for recursion, because in recursion there is not a single way of thought. There can be multiple, and everyone, all of them are correct in their places. So if, let's say, your I value, which is equals to what, final index, let's say s dot size minus 1, you know, s dot size minus 1, so length was 6, so final index will be 5. If it is so, what you have to return? You have to return what? You have to just return that value, which is s of this I value, s of I. Let's say k. If you're at k only, directly return k. All right. So this is one of your base condition. Let's see. Let's build on this base, and I'll come back to another base. How to write another base condition? But let's go with this. Now your base condition is handled. It is done. It is written properly. Now see. Let's see the induction and hypothesis step. You here saw that what was the hypothetical step, that while at I equals to 0, you will call for I plus 1, this entire string, and you will say that give me the reverse of this. So this is what you will do. All right. So I'm writing hypothesis, and I'll write induction step, reverse of what? Reverse this string s, but from where? I plus 1 index this time. Give me the reverse, and what I'll do, see what I'll do here, see guys, then what was happening, this zeroth index value, this ith index value, you add it at the last. So you will do what? S of I, you will add s of I at the end, and then you have to do what? You have to just return the entire thing. Return this entire thing. That's it. So this is what recursive state for a recursive solution will look like. Now see, as I said you guys that there can be multiple base. See, in recursion, at least for writing base conditions, induction step, and hypothesis, this is what how you think, you and the way you think may differ from everyone. So here if you see what I wrote as a base condition, in base condition I said that as soon as my ith value reaches to the final index, all right, the final index, I will return this value itself, because after that there is nothing to reverse actually. But another base condition may be like, if I reaches what, final, if I just crosses the final index, which means I is equals to what, as a dot size, as a dot size. So I crossed the final index itself. Now there is nothing. So you can return what, an empty string. You can return an empty string. All right, so this is also correct, because you are not reversing anything, just you are returning the empty string. Now for the previous step, so when k crossed, so you return the empty string. Now if you see for k, you return empty string, there was nothing, so you added k at the last. So now till k it became k value only in the string. Then for n will be added at the end. Then for a will be added at the end. So this is also one way of thinking. All right, one way of writing this base condition. There are many ways to write induction based hypothesis, and this is what we have to like focus on. We should not get stuck with only one way of thought. No, you should explore. And even in comments, if you're seeing this video, do let me know in comments, are there any other ways coming in your mind to write the base conditions? Okay, then if this is done, then do let me know in comments, guys, if you're liking this way of like explanation. And let's see in other videos then. Bye bye.